Nah, bro. We gotta bring back like public spankings. You know what I'm saying? Like just like public whoopings. You know what I'm saying? Like if like someone else's kid is acting up, we just gotta beat that little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just like pull your pants down and start whooping your ass. You know what I'm saying? What are we saying? Mad. Get mad that see like and now prize like yo bro don't beat me. Don't give me an ass whooping. Like no bro. You need this shit. Alright, Pine Creepers, but the anime story by what's their name? More delayed than usual.
I'll never forget the summer of '95. I was 13 that year. A heat wave had set in, making it one of the hottest Julys on record. The house I grew up in on Lake Michigan didn't have air conditioning. Most of the time, that was fine. At night, a breeze
Broke ass nigga.
water, so
that's not funny.
was usually enough to cool things
I'm sorry.
down.
I don't know why I laughed like that. I'm sorry, y'all. That's not funny. That's not funny. That shit I didn't even feel the genuine laugh. I think it's just because I'm high and it's like the idea of laughing was what made me laugh. You know, I can barely hear the video, Chris. Hold on. That's the freest. Holy shit, yo, bro. How you been, gang?
Sleep pretty comfortably.
How about this?
Not that summer. That summer was different.
I've been good, gang. I bet that.
Taken to camping outside.
That's good to hear, bro. Damn, it's been a minute, dog.
Jordy Baker, Augie McLean, and me. I don't know if it really made all that much difference. I think maybe we just liked being together. That made it easier to get through.
Why they sitting around fire if it's hot?
I can't remember the first day I met Jordy. We lived on the same street in our small town and we did everything together. He was my best friend. It felt like it had always been that way. Augie was a quiet kid back then, but you wouldn't know it when we were alone.
Oh, so the third nigga too. I was thinking it's gonna be like a little yaoi situation, or it still can be. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. I was just you know what I'm saying. 10 viewers, stop capping, boy. I think this is you and Arca. I'll sub, but I don't got none in my cash app right now. And it's too late. Nah, you good, Esther Free. Don't worry, bro. I still appreciate you being here, gang. Appreciate you for pulling up. I think it's just yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, next time this nigga Arca complains to me about some shit that I can't control, I'm just gonna whoop your ass, bro. I'm so serious. Like, nigga think I'm joking about the spanking shit. I'm not trolling, bro.
Dad had to be up at 5 for work, and he didn't exactly appreciate Augie's high-pitched laugh the same way Jordy and I did. There was a clearing in the pines behind Jordy's house where we used to hang out sometimes, so we decided to set up camp back there. An old, rusted-out Buick Century marked the spot. I always wondered whose car that used to be. Back before it became part of the woods, I mean.
Damn, this was some like 1980 shit.
Thinking about it now, I'm not even really sure how it got out there through the trees in the first place.
Would y'all do something like this with y'all homeboys? Like just pull up into the forest, sit around, was it on a rim? I guess, bro. Damn, this nigga got ass. How old are they?
We'd cleaned out the broken glass and the cigarette butts left behind by the neighborhood teenagers, and we made a fire pit out of one of the wheel rims Jordy managed to pry off. The mosquitoes out there were ruthless at sundown, and dry, prickly needles covered the ground in a thick blanket under the trees. The only thing I hated more than that feeling under my feet when I wasn't wearing any shoes was the crunching sound they made whenever I was. It wasn't all that cozy of a spot, but at least it was private. A place far enough away from the rest of the world that we could stay up all night laughing and no one would care. Jordy had skimmed some beer from a case in the basement that his dad was working on. 4 bottles of lukewarm lager to share between us.
I'm sorry, but these niggas are so dead. Both these niggas are so fucking dead. You hear this story he's telling, bro? These niggas are fucking cooked. I promise you, they get their shit brutalized.
Exactly a blowout, but not enough that Mr. Baker would miss them either. I don't drink much beer these days, but even just the smell of it always brings me back to that night. The hours slipped past as we stoked the fire, talking about nothing in particular. That half a sip of beer must have gone right to Augie's head as he called it a night pretty early on without even finishing one bottle. We didn't mind. More for us. At some point, Jordy brought up what happened to Pike Lister.
There is no way this nigga is going to tell a story within another story. Where the monster at, bro? I'm ready to see these niggas get brutalized. I am interested in the story, though. I do want to see where he goes with this. It's about Predator called Chris Hansen. Wait. My Planet Fitness looks premium as fuck. I'm going there tomorrow.
Pike was 2 grades ahead of me in school, and he'd probably failed a couple on top of that.
Pike looks saucy as fuck.
He was big, and everybody was scared of him. On a Friday,
I got that shit on.
Pike left school after his usual extra hour of detention to walk home. And that was the last time anybody saw him. The search lasted for weeks.
What a
They
jockey
never
walk.
found anything.
He's so cool.
Some people said he just took off, ran away from home. Others thought he might have drowned in the lake accidentally. Not Jordy, though. I listened quietly as he laid it all out. How his dad said it wasn't the first time something like this had happened around here. How back in the 70s, 4 people disappeared without a trace.
Oh, fuck no.
And how around that same time, locals had started seeing something in the woods that wrapped around our town. Pale creatures with large eyes and long limbs creeped around on all 4s. The Pine Creepers.
The names be sorry,
That's what we called
but
them
that shit
anyway.
sound horrifying.
Jordy figured that's what happened to Pike.
Like, y'all remember yesterday when he was talking about the damn worm? Them niggas tripping, bro. Y'all gotta hire me for these names. On God, I'm gonna get some fire shit for them, bro. I'm telling you, the long things you talking about, I'll come up with some shit like the Atlanta Beast, or like the Detroit Demon. Ooh, I'm fucking with some shit like that. Talking about some, the Pine Creeps. What, bro? Detroit Demon, whoa, you know ball. Oh no, I read those. My bad. See, I be trying not to miss y'all's comments, bro. That's how y'all know. That's how y'all know I care. I like pause and like look at like everything that's lined up. You know what I'm saying?
The Pine Creepers must have got him. I laughed him off and eagerly changed the subject. We ended up burning a couple more sticks before letting the fire die and heading to bed. One of us could take the back of the Buick, and the other had to sleep in the tent with Augie. To call it a 2-man tent was being generous. I offered to bite the bullet, or at least that's what
Y'all
I
niggas
let them.
tripping.
I'd never admitted it at the time, but the truth is, all that talk about the creepers had me a little scared. Augie's snoring and spooning seemed like a fair price to pay if I didn't have to be alone outside.
But this
After
nigga
all,
took.
If they could take Pike Lister, what chance did any of us have?
They took him.
I'm not sure what time it was when I woke up. It was still dark out, and I could hear rain coming down outside. For the first few minutes, I just laid there, listening to the steady sound of the drops against the tent. It wasn't long before I realized that beer had gone right through me, and I wasn't going to be able to hold it.
Ew, bro.
I fumbled around until I found the
Nigga, let's say I gotta take a shit. I'm so serious. Like, nigga trying to get over-explain that he got, you know what I'm saying? Take a dookie. Talking about some, my insides need to secrete this feral waste. Come on, gang.
and I made my way outside. The night air had cooled down a bit with the rain, which felt nice. The whole sky was clouded over, blocking out any light from the moon or the stars. My eyes finally started adjusting to the dark. That was when I noticed it. Something catching the light just beyond the edge of the clearing. A dim, reflective shine that flickered as I moved the lantern.
And he's gonna stare at it.
It took me a second
He's
to
gonna-
realize what I was looking at.
Oh, okay. Oh!
Eyes watching me. It was hard to see much of what
What
those
is
eyes
that?
belonged to. I knew what they were.
Oh, hell no.
Pine creepers. My pulse pounded in my ears as we stared each other down. I carefully started backing up, never once looking away.
That's cool and all. That's understandable. Me, watch here. I don't want to I can't find my mic stand. It just vanished, bro. I think it just flew at light speed somewhere. What happened to the chair? So what happened was the original bit was I was gonna run fast, right? But my foot got caught on my chair. It got caught on there's an extension part right here. My foot got caught in the middle of it, and I pulled the chair with me. And pulling the chair got caught onto the cords of the mic and shit, and those got pulled too. So everything that's got pulled be happening. Say sorry, chairman. Fuck this nigga, bro. This little ass nigga, bro. I own you, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, fuck this nigga, bro.
I wanted to turn and run so badly, but just kept slowly taking one step after another. I got back into the tent as quickly as I could without
There's
making
no
much
way
noise.
he got away that easy.
Maybe if I was quiet enough, those things would move along. I thought about waking Augie, but didn't want him to freak out and draw attention to us. Seconds passed. Nothing. The rustling of the trees,
Took your home,
the calm
boy.
drone of the rain. Just as I started to think that maybe I'd overreacted, maybe my mind could be playing tricks on me, it started. That familiar, awful sound. The crunch of those needles. There was something moving around outside the tent. I did my best to hold my breath. The worst part of it all is I knew Jordy was out there, alone. I kept telling myself he wouldn't wake up. He was safer in the Buick. That I should stay still, stay quiet.
Realistically, are y'all going out to save y'all homeboy, or y'all just letting that nigga get his ass fucked? Let's be real now. Let's not lie. Let's not lie for you know what I'm saying, for the gram. If I am getting chased by cryptid spider monkeys and then niggas running amok outside the tent, on my soul, I am going to be silent as a mouse in that tent. I am not saying shit. I'm not warning nobody. Nigga, look, bro. You was the one that wanted to, come on now, it was your idea to go out camping and shit. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to sleep inside the fucking car. I was the one that was trying to pay the extra $50 to get the better tent. You talking about something, I don't got the money, bro. Why are we going camping if you want to be a cheapskate? Are you dead ass? You know what I'm saying? Realistically, it wouldn't be my fault if you were to die right there. Let's be real now. I'm snapping them things in half. You see how skinny they are? You are not doing that. To these niggas,
I laid there, and
there's no way one is gonna sit. They're all just gonna sit down unless you snap one in half, even if you can. They gonna jump your ass, bro. You grab one, the 2 or 3 coming down to hit you in the back of their head, back of your head.
kept listening for what felt like forever. I was too scared to do anything else. I never woke up Augie. I never called out to Jordy. I never did anything.
Yo! Damn, and the shit was wide ass open. Yeah, that nigga gone. That nigga gone.
The hours passed, and I must have fallen asleep for a few minutes because the next thing I knew, the birds had suddenly started chirping, and even from inside the tent, I could tell it was getting light out. I gathered any bit of courage I had, threw the sleeping bag off, and gave Augie a shove. I climbed out of the tent first, but he wasn't far behind me. Part of me believed that the pine creepers were still out there, just
Your
waiting
homeboy
for me
gone.
to slip up. When I saw the Buick, I got this awful feeling in the pit of my stomach. It was
Damn.
empty. Jordy was just gone. On the way back to his house, I kept telling myself, we'll find him there. He just got up early and he wanted the comfort of his own bed. He wasn't there. We waited around all day, but he never came home. By the evening, our whole town was in a frenzy looking for him. I never told anybody about what I saw that night. Not even
Why?
Augie.
Why?
Nobody would believe me anyway. I've played it over and over in my head. I'll never forget the summer of '95. That was the year Jordy Baker went missing.
Damn. Low key though, that wasn't even his fault though. Like I know he could have said something, but it's like who knows what would have happened. You know what I'm saying? Someone was always gonna get took, regardless. They were right there. They probably would have went down and checked on y'all anyways. They probably would have taken him at, like, come on now. Let me see what the comments saying, bro. Who is Jordy? It's one of the kid's friends right here. This guy, this kid. Damn, I can't. Yo, does he become one of the monkeys? Do y'all think he becomes one of the monkeys? Wait, let me look at them. Imagine sleeping in the back of a car while closing the rear door. Yeah, I'm just reading the comments. My bad, y'all. Yeah, that nigga for sure got took though. That shit suck. I feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Chalk it up to the game, bro.